We are joined in the Catches Law verdict seat by the voice,
the legend,
Kevin Harlan. How are you?
I'm doing great. Can I have some of that Cope?
Yeah, of course. Whatever you want. Mike Florio wanted some the other
did
day.
He? Yeah, I bet he did. I'd love to have some. I can't now, but I.
All right, we'll do
You got me thinking about 2 hours from now.
You know how many times guests have said
everybody wants my
and they all just start
everybody
staring
wants my
at
tip.
Oh, somebody else has said it too?
Yeah. Mike Florio said it.
Yeah, Mike Florio wanted some.
Yeah. That's how you lure guests over here, right? You show them that right there.
Saliva started coming down his mouth. Easy.
I mean, can you dip when you're calling the game on Sunday?
No, you can't. No,
you can't?
You could probably swallow some of it. And
yeah.
Not that I've ever tried, but you've got me thinking now. Maybe get a little buzz and hey.
Yeah. Well, we will hear you on this radio station and radio stations all over the country on Sunday, and you've done a million games. Are you able to? In your mind, do you have the top 3 games that you've had the luxury, the pleasure of calling?
Well, Malcolm with the interception at the goal line. The comeback, 28-3. That game,
Houston.
So 2 of them right there. The Manningham catch was pretty good. That was against the Pats, right?
Yep.
Indianapolis, I think that game was. But we've quite frankly, the Boston memories I have are with the Celtics because we've done so much with the team a couple years ago, that Eastern Conference Finals series with Miami. And, of course, what they've done and just how successful they've been. I like the new acquisition, by the way. I think that's a good pick.
Are they surprising you this season?
Yeah, I'm stunned. I'm stunned. I think when Tate, they clean. I just saw Al Horford. I did the game in Phoenix last night. I just saw Al Horford, and I said, "Do you miss Boston?" He goes, "I miss it every day." Yeah. And he loves the Pats. He loves the Pats.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. He's
the best. I love his game,
yeah,
too. I
know
him.
it. I
love
agree. He's 39.
Yeah,
last night he had like 13 points, had a couple
Incredible.
threes, and was very instrumental in Golden State's win. So I'm enamored with what this Patriot team is doing. They're probably ahead a year or two. I'm sure you guys have talked about that. No one expected this. But Vrabel comes in, they spend some money, the quarterback ascends even more than I think anybody thought. Things just kind of come together. They've stayed relatively healthy. It's funny how quickly in this league you can go from a 4-win team to a 14-win team, and by just a couple of key moves. And I'm not as familiar. I know Elliott Wolf in the front office. I don't know what kind of system they've got, like in it's Howie Roseman in Philadelphia. It's Brent Veach in Kansas City. I don't know if Wolf has got that kind of stature there, but clearly there's someone in that personnel department who's bringing in the right kind of guys, whether it's Milton or whoever.
Yeah.
And then they drafted Drake. So I mean, it seems like right now they've done the impossible. They had 20 years of all that success and that dynastic run in 2 different phases. They had 1 Hall of Fame quarterback, and now you blink, and a couple years later, here they are again with a new coach who has all the earmarks, probably the positives of Belichick, and has had a chance to be in that seat, played under him, knows the concepts, has a good feel for the culture, has now put his stamp on it. His fingerprints are all over that team. An owner who's willing and just says, what can I do? What can I do? Doesn't get in the way. I mean, I think it's one of the great sports stories of the season. I mean, how they've turned it around so quickly after people thought, though, but once you sink and then you lost Bill, like where's is there any kind of compass here? And sure enough, they have it, and it's been great.
What's your thoughts on the opponent, Seattle, Kevin?
Well,
what do you think of that team?
I like them. They've got the top 3. They've got the best general manager in pro football. They've got a young McVay who's a defensive caller. He's only 40, and clearly he's got the CEO qualities that you need in a head coach, the overall command, the communicative skills, all these things which these guys have got to have now. You can't just coach. You've got to do everything. Mike is doing it. But McDonald up in Seattle's doing it. And they got the quarterback who's been through hell. He's come out better on the other side. It's no fluke. He's won 28 games total the last 2 years. Only one other quarterback's done that, and that's Brady. Yeah. In the history of pro football, have won 14 games as a quarterback 2 straight years. So, like they may have found the quarterback, they've got the coach, they got the GM. That's what you need. And in New England, we're seeing the same thing. And that is it's stunning to me that it's turned around this quickly.
Yeah, I think this is and we've been talking about this, all week long. Very even, basically even matchup game.
In so many ways, you're
in
right.
so many ways.
Yes.
The edge that I would give, and maybe I'm a little bit biased, but Drake May to me is a better quarterback than Sam Darnold, and not taking anything away from Sam Darnold, but I just feel like Drake May can do everything. The ability
Did you
to
ever call any of Wiggy's touchdowns?
I think I did. I've been doing it. I've been calling the league
Jermaine
since
Wiggins, he probably
85.
said, think back the way it would have gone.
I'm sure you have.
Jermaine Wiggins.
Yeah.
Look at him rumble. Look at him gallop. He's in for 6.
There you go. I like that. I mean, I've been a part of so many memorable games.
I've called multiple games you've played.
Yeah.
I was part of
maybe a Ted Johnson sack.
And a lot of yours.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How would that have gone?
Johnson again comes in and gets the quarterback. Brings him down, tears him apart.
All right.
That sounds
now for
11
me,
sacks in 10 years.
For me, Greg Hill, so last name is Hill.
Yeah.
I'm at the table. I'm going to the buffet table, Super Bowl Sunday, and there's sliders.
And there's free food.
And there's wings. Yeah, so go ahead.
Greg Hill, a guy with a big appetite and bigger eyes, goes right through with 2 plates, one on the left, one on the right. Here he goes. There go the wings. There go the potato salad. The salad? No, I want nothing healthy. Give me blubber. Give me meat.
That is classic.
Kevin, the voice.
And you know what? I closed my eyes and I could actually see Greg doing all those things.
Would he though, Jermaine? Would he actually do it that way?
He would do it that way.
You eat healthy. Greg, you eat healthily.
I eat very healthy. I have a bad rap. It's a bad.
Forget the cope. I'm going to just pretend like I haven't even seen that.
I was born with bad metabolism.
That's what I call that.
Not your
fault.
Bad metabolism.
That's the good man upstairs who did
that.
That's
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
What time do we get things underway? Westwood One.
We have, I think, a 5-hour pregame show. So I think maybe at noon Eastern.
Yeah. Should be able to cover everything during that.
Yeah. You know, I got to I'm a radio geek. Those call letters, EEI, I mean, they've been like seared in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's so fun to be on. And I go back to Most, and was it Wilson who used to call the games on WBZ, I think?
Yes, it was.
What
You're
was
talking
his radio?
Johnny Most and
who was the Bruins?
Bob Wilson.
Bob Wilson. Yes.
Wilson.
Yeah, I grew up in Green Bay, and I could get that station in other states. But when I worked with Sean McDonough as an intern at what was called Enterprise Radio.
He's the best.
Yeah, I love Sean. We were roommates when I was 20 years old.
That's awesome.
We had the same internship, and he worked the days and I worked the nights. He again got the best deal. Yeah. I go to his house on weekends when Will was still around, and God bless his soul.
Yeah.
I love the Boston area. My goal was always to be like the voice of the Celtics, or to work in that market. So I love the downtown. I love the harbor. I love the architecture. I love the history. I love everything about it.
You've done pretty well for yourself.
Yeah, you've done good.
The
voice is so recognizable for basketball for me. I'm like,
Kevin, sounds like you're having fun though. I listen to you a lot. You just seem to really be enjoying yourself in the people you're working with.
Is it blessed beyond measure? I wake up every day. I love my job. I don't love the travel. But hand in hand with that, and just as personal, but I've been married 39 years. It's my 41st year in the NFL, so my wife has been on this journey with me. I know I wouldn't enjoy the job as much if I weren't married to her, and I know that she would not see me as happy if I didn't have the job.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it's been such a wonderful ride. I grew up in a pro football family with my dad running the Packers for all those years, and so I live a dream. And when I put that headset on Sunday, I think of all the incredible broadcasters before me that brought Jack Buck and Marv Albert and Lindsey Nelson and Don Criqui and Jim Simpson and all these great Hall of Fame broadcasters before me. And you get a little choked up when you start to think, because we all stand on shoulders of people before us.
Yeah.
Yep.
And whether as a player or as a broadcaster.
Preach.
Yeah.
And you're appreciative of what they've done. You hope you can add to that, and you look forward to the person that's going to follow you. And so, but this is my favorite thing that I do of all the things is the Super Bowl and the Monday night games. I love radio is so great because it's a blank canvas. Your words, your cadence, your reporting skills, like your tonality, like all these things are so important. And to draw the picture on a Drake May touchdown pass to Booty. I called his first touchdown pass, by the way, for CBS. in Foxborough.
Yes.
I remember the play, and we thought, man, this could be the beginning of something big, and it
Sure
clearly was.
Yep.
It clearly was.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm glad the Patriots are back in. League is better when the Patriots are good. They've established themselves one of the pillars of the and just like the Celtics have done, and the Bees. So I'm thrilled to do this game on Sunday.
Now Tom Brady won't pick a team. Are you picking anybody?
No, I can't. I do think defense is going to be the thing that's going to really control this game. I'm looking at the special teams. I got to be honest. I love your Marcus's just
Great.
That kid's a blur. And they've got the same kind of talent on the other side.
Top two
Rashid
punt
This
returners.
Shaheed kid is like, what a great midseason move they made.
Clutch.
So
Right?
good.
That's one of the
Clutch.
best midseason trade moves I can
Right.
recall.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No
Just
doubt.
incredible. So,
All right. Well, good luck with it. We will be listening.
Thanks,
and,
Greg.
Yes.
And congrats.
and you know what? I really shouldn't have talked about you going through the buffet line. I should have talked about here he is sauntering through another great broadcast and
Yes.
going back in history and bringing it to life with his words on EEI. You know, like we could have really dressed that up a little bit.
But I think the buffet fits him perfect.
That really
Let him
does.
keep talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
me.
yeah.
About
You
me.
got- he
A man
it.
who loves Cope is a man after my own heart.
All right, Kevin. Good luck.
Hey,
All
thank
right.
you guys. Good
All
luck
right.
to you.
Thanks.